I'm Ian McIntyre. This is Ted Wyman. I'm from Vancouver. He's from Winnipeg. The team we covered tonight is from St. Louis. They won. The team that lost is San Jose, and we're writing for Canada. And that all makes perfect sense to us. It didn't make much sense, though, Ted, to a lot of people when Ken Hitchcock said yesterday that he was going to change goalies. Brian Elliott had been so good for them. I don't think anybody thought it was Brian Elliott's fault that the Blues were down 2-1 in games to the Sharks, but he brings in Jake Allen tonight, and although he didn't have to be a star, he was very good early in a 6-3 win.
Well, and they were looking for a spark, any kind of spark. They had no goals in 2 games. It just wasn't going well for them, and bringing in Jake Allen obviously was something that he hoped would give them a spark, and it did. And Hitchcock also shuffled up his lines. He changed one of his defensemen. He did some little things to try and get the team going, and they clearly worked. They were a much better team today. They were skating very well. They were finishing their checks. They were doing a lot of the things that they just couldn't do in the previous games, and San Jose didn't handle those adjustments very well.
Yeah, the sharpest shark tonight was probably Coach Peter DeBoer, who said in the press conference he quickly grew tired of the theme about the adjustments the Blues had made. He said that Ken Hitchcock will tell you about all the adjustments he made and that they all worked tonight, so hats off to him. Now, it wasn't just Hitchcock, and it wasn't just Jake Allen who came in to play for Brian Elliott tonight. It was a much better Blues performance all around.
They were much better, but the moves that Ken Hitchcock made were good, and they did have an effect. And bringing in Jake Allen did spark the team a little bit, and the lineup, the line changes, the combinations, all of it got them working better on their forecheck, and they did a lot more things that they needed to do to fight through the tight checking of the San Jose Sharks, and it seemed to throw the Sharks off a little bit. They just weren't anywhere near as good as they were. It's really interesting, Ian, because everybody really was thinking, boy, this thing could be over in a hurry, the way San Jose was dominating in games 2 and 3. Well, now it's completely different. St. Louis has the home ice advantage back, and they looked very, very solid tonight.
Yeah, and a message, common theme in the San Jose dressing room was the old George Costanza, it's not you, it's me. They were downplaying the things the Blues did and noting how poorly they played themselves, but again, this was something that you wouldn't have foreseen based on how both teams have played in games 2 and 3. Everybody says there's no momentum between games. Well, we'll find out, and San Jose better hope there's not momentum, because right now the Blues suddenly seem re-energized and back in the series in more ways than just on the scoreboard. A couple of quick items. David Backes and Robbie Fabry both left tonight's game. Hitchcock offered no specific update, but kind of indicated that they should be okay for Monday in Game 5, and we'll be back. Well, I don't know. Ted's going home. Ken Wiebe is coming in from the bullpen to meet me in St. Louis. But anyways, we'll have more for you from St. Louis.